Hi dear students, this is your science class. Now we are in the review period. Okay, so until now we have finished 5 lessons in science. What are the lessons we have finished? I think you have all remember that. Matter in our surroundings, the fundamental unit of life, tissues, motion, force and laws of motion. So in this review period, we are going to see about lesson motion. Okay. So whatever the questions I'm giving you here, so you have to copy these questions in your classwork and the answers has to be written by yourself. For writing the answers in a proper way in your classwork, I will give you clues how to write and everything in this presentation. So you just uh, follow this presentation and just write down everything in your classwork. Once you finish your classwork, within that day you have to finish the classwork. So after completion, take the snap, take a pic of those pages and send it to the above mail id which I have mentioned in the ppt. See that, edustar.9 at gmail.com. You just send it to that. Okay ma? Now let us get into the question. This is the first thing which you want to write down in your classwork. I'll explain you how to write and everything. So draw velocity time graph for a body that has initial velocity u and is moving with uniform acceleration a. So by using the velocity time graph, you have to derive three equations. So what are the three equations? V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at squared, and the last equation is v squared is equal to u squared plus 2as. So by the velocity time graph, with the help of velocity time graph, you have to derive all these three equations. So for deriving this, you can refer page number 107 in your content book. Okay, so you just refer it. You will be seeing on the right hand side, you'll be seeing the velocity time graph. By seeing the velocity time graph, derive all the three equations. Okay, even the derivations are also given in your book. If you want to refer, you can refer that and you can do it out. Yeah children? Yeah. Now after completion of that velocity time graph equation derivation, you have to start to solve the problems which I am given. You should write the question and you have to solve it out. Now in this question I'm going to give you the clue with by which formula you have to solve this problem and what are the given data are there and everything. Okay, just see this. So this is the fourth problem which is given in your book on page number 112. Okay, 112. So this is your exercise problem. So problem number 4. See that a motorboat starting from rest on a lake accelerates in a straight line at a constant rate of 3 meter per second squared for 8 seconds. How far does the boat travel during this time? So, by the question, you have understood the motor car starting from rest on a lake. So, initially, the motor boat is on rest. So, what is the initial velocity? 0. So, u is equal to 0. Then, what happened? It started to accelerate. So, a is already given, that is 3 meter per second square. For how many seconds it was get accelerated? 8 seconds. So, t is also given. So from this question you have understood, you have to find out how far does the boat travel during this time. During this 8 second, how much distance the boat has been traveled. So here you should find out the distance or displacement. Okay. So you should write the given data first. What are the given data you should write? Initial velocity u is equal to 0, a 3 meter per second square, t 8 second, s is equal to question mark. So, to solve this problem, you should use any one of the equation which you have seen in the previous presentation. No, you have three equations. In the three equation, you can use one. So, let us, if you try the first equation to solve this problem, v is equal to u plus at. That is what the first equation. So, you have to find out s distance in this question. But in the first equation, v is equal to u plus at, there is no data, s is not there, so you cannot use that. And second equation you can use it out, right? So third equation, let us try. In third equation you have v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So acceleration is given, initial velocity is there, distance is also there, but the time is not there, so you cannot use that. Okay, so by seeing the given data of the question, you should find out which equation you have to use it out. So now there is only possibility to use the second equation to sort out the problem. S is equal to ut plus half at square. By using this formula, substitute all the given data and you will get the answer. So you should write the SI unit for that answer in meter, because you are finding out the distance. I hope you understood how to solve this problem. Okay, now let us see the next problem. See, look at this problem. An artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit of radius 42,250 kilometer. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the Earth. Now the question is, there is one satellite which is moving in a circular path. Okay, so distance it is given in kilometer, and they are asking to calculate the speed. So you have to find out speed, and the time is also given as 24 hours. So by reading the question, you have understood you have to calculate speed. So once you want to calculate speed, immediately the formula should come into your mind. That formula for speed is equal to distance by time. But here an artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit. So circular orbit, the circumference of the circle is called as the distance. So you can write the formula as speed is equal to circumference by time. So what is the formula for circumference? 2 pi r. Substitute there and divided by time. So 2 you can substitute, pi you know the value 3.14, substitute that, and r is nothing but radius. Yeah, you just substitute that and find out the answer by dividing with that. Okay, you will get the answer. Write the answer in kilometer per hour in the unit. Okay, no need to change the kilometer into meter and hour into second, because both are given in the unit, proper units. So you just use it that as kilometer per hour. Now let us see the third problem. This is the exercise problem, 7th problem. Okay, a ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. So before the ball has been dropped, it was initially at rest. So initial velocity u is 0. Now it was dropped from the height 20 meter. So s is given, distance, so 20 meter. If its velocity increase uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second squared, so acceleration is also given. Now the question is, at what velocity will it strike the ground, and at what time will it strike the ground? So to find out at what velocity it will strike the ground, you should use the equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, v square you have to calculate. U square, you know, u is already 0, substitute that. 2 into acceleration is already given 10 meter per second square, distance is given as 20 meter. So substitute all the datas in the equation. V square is equal to u square plus 2as and find out v square. After finding out v square, find out the value for v. Okay, once you find out the value of v, you can easily calculate at what time will it strike the ground by using the equation v is equal to u plus at. Okay, so you have already velocity, which you find with the help of the above equation, and initial velocity is 0, and acceleration is also given in the question. Time you have to calculate. So easy, it is so simple, so easily you can do it out. Okay, yeah. Now this question is very simple. Yeah, just see this question is not in your book. Actually the previous 3 problems are your exercise problems, but this one is not given in your book. Okay, you just try to do it out. You can, actually it is damn very easy. Read out the question. What does the odometer of an automobile measure? Which of the following is moving faster? Justify your answer. So first you have to give answer for the first question. What does the odometer of an automobile measure? You just think and give answer for the question. Okay. Which of the following is moving faster? So two cases are here. So in among these two cases, which is moving faster, you should calculate. A scooter moving with a speed of 30 meter per minute. So per minute 30 meter. Here SI unit of distance is given in meter, but the time is given in minute. So just change that 1 minute into seconds. Okay, 60 seconds you will get it out. So if you want to find out the speed of this scooter, use the formula distance by time, you will calculate it. Okay, in the same way you just find out for the second case also. A car moving with a speed of 36 kilometer per hour. So here the units are correct, there is no issue, so no need to change the unit. Here also use the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. So substitute those things and compare that both the answers of cases which you got. By seeing the answer you can write which is moving faster. Yeah children, is it easy ma? Yeah. Next, after solving these all four problems and by using the velocity time graph, you have to derive the equations now. Yeah. Once after finish all these in your classwork, you have to give answers for this also in your classwork. Okay. So what you have to give? Distinguish between displacement and distance. You just compare displacement and distance. Okay, and write down the answer in your classwork. Refer your book to get the answer ma. You will get the answer in your book. You just read out the book and find out the answer and write down. Next, second question, define uniform circular motion. So write answer for uniform circular motion. Definition for uniform circular motion. Is it an accelerated motion? You have to give answer for it. If yes, what is the direction of acceleration? Write answer for that too and give some example for this motion. Okay, then, is it possible that a train in which you are sitting appears to move while it is at rest? Have you ever experienced this? Just think about that and give answer in your classwork. Okay, once you finish everything, you just take a pic of this and send the pics to the above mail id which I have mentioned over here, edustar.9@gmail.com. Thank you children. Write properly and write neatly in your classwork. Send it to me. Thank you.